Okay, so it is 6:06 and I'm going to call the meeting to order. Did everyone have a chance to review the agenda?
Yes.
Were there any additions to the agenda?
No.
Okay, so there's Sarah right there. Good.
Yeah.
So Dennis, I'm sure you haven't had a chance to update the treasurer's report, have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so maybe you and Karen can talk
Yes.
about that later.
We will do
Sure.
that.
Public comment. Ben is our public tonight. Do you have any comments, Ben?
No, I do not.
All right, maybe at the end of the meeting you will. So old business, the status of the senior center renovation.
Yeah, so I'm gonna can I talk about all three of those?
Sure.
Kind of at the same time. So I talked to Tasha Stetler today and I was thrilled. I haven't talked to her in a long time and she's doing really well.
Who is that? I'm sorry.
She's from Tri-County Office on Aging. She's the one that runs the congregate meal program. So I had been thinking, I couldn't decide honestly whether, and your feedback would be helpful. So she indicated that one of every three senior adults is unvaccinated at this point. And because we can't really ask that, we've offered to help people obtain shots, but we can't say, are you vaccinated? I've been a little worried about the Delta variant, but not enough to like not open. So don't think I'm saying I'm not opening. I'm looking at mid-July to open, but I can't decide if it should be a full-on open or if it should be we give Mary a chance to start cooking meals again and to get in the mode of cooking meals again, and we have people pick up meals 3 times a week. And I don't know if that's just too much for people, but I'm a little worried that Mary hasn't cooked in a year and a half. So that's all I'm thinking, and I'm just thinking out loud. So I was thinking if she could do meals for maybe like a couple of weeks in July, that we could have a hard opening. I don't know if that's what I want to call it, in the beginning of August. And I would like to throw kind of a party, like a welcome back party. And I've talked to Brittany and I've talked to Mary about that. And having little bags of things for people. And I don't want to just buy junk, but we've got pens with the senior center thing on it. And we, just do some things like maybe get new magnets and do some things and then have the new menu and the new activities in there for them. And then maybe something fun. Because I think, people are going to be pretty excited. The hard part with the floors, and I don't want the floors to hold up anything, is that the floors, they've told me what we wanted to put on the floors is out of stock for 8 to 10 weeks. So I can either pick something else, which is the case with everything right now.
Mhm.
So I can either pick something else or I can wait. And the last thing that I want to do is open and then close again, because that's the whole reason I wanted to do the floors, was so that I wouldn't have to close every year for 2 weeks or 3 weeks and do this to people every spring and fall. So I don't want to open just to close again. So if I choose something that's in stock now, I can get the floors done now. So I'm just trying to think about what all of you think about this. Tasha said, because they do the meal delivery here on site, they want to give those people 2 weeks notice that the meals are going to stop here. So, and that would include giving them a handout where they can get food other places if they need food resources. And of course, they can come to the center if they would like to come to the senior center. So she said she would like to give those people, and I think there's 30 or 40 people at this time, at least 2 weeks notice of that. So, I know there's a lot of things to factor in there. But would you guys be okay with a soft reopening and doing meals? Or do you want to go to a full opening right away?
So Karen, with the soft reopening, and just doing meals, so you would take we would take reservations. So, I'd call in and say, yes, I want a meal on Monday.
Yep.
And so I'd call on Friday and order a meal for Monday, and Mary would cook all those meals for Monday
Yes, I'm thinking that's what I would like to do. We would
with
do a
reservations.
Reservation, yeah.
Mhm.
Just to
Dana?
give her an idea of how much to cook.
Oh, yeah, I think we need that,
Yeah.
definitely. Dana?
All for making reservations on Friday for Monday, but I don't, how confused are people going to be, say, okay, I heard it's open, but then they get here and that's all to go and they had to order on Monday.
Yeah, well, what I was thinking about was, and that could be confusing, Dana, that's a good point. I was thinking about for letting people know, I was thinking about taking out, even if I have to pay to take out an ad in the Do It Bath Review. Facebook, website, mailing everybody that we have a good address for. And then handouts at that food distribution. And of course, word of mouth is gonna help people too. So I just don't, yeah, I know it could cause a lot of confusion, and I don't want to do that. So I just didn't know how you guys felt about that.
Dana, follow up?
I would like the full blown,
Okay,
and I already have been told that the center was opening on July 1st. So that's how rumors get started.
yeah. Yeah. Okay,
I also think it would be less confusing to just open. We had talked
Open.
about just Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
yep,
That we would start Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I think when we open, we should open.
okay.
I don't know how the floor plays into that game, plays into that situation.
Yeah.
It's too bad that the materials aren't going to be here for 8 to 10 weeks because, I talked to a guy the other day who lives in downtown Bath, and he is a contractor, and he said he could put the floors in. But if the materials are the problem, he can't put a
Yeah.
floor in without the materials.
Yeah, it's really it's the backlog of material, I think, right now for everybody.
Dennis?
I have a question. For a soft or opening, we're talking just food, but a hard opening? Are you guys talking about starting up the games and stuff like that again, or what?
Bingo.
I would, so I was looking today and thinking about, because of course people will want to play bingo. And I think we could do bingo kits to keep kind of things sanitary. I also think that they make, and I was going to ask Al, because he's such a hardcore card player, if plastic cards would be out of the question, because those could be sanitized as well. And that's the thing. It's if you have several tables playing euchre, and you move I don't know how they do it, but if they rotate or if they stay and you're gonna have a lot of people touching a lot of cards.
Mhm.
So I would like to, at least be able to offer hand sanitizer and know that those are being sanitized at the end of each day that they're being used. So,
I think the plastic card idea is really good because I do think that they do need to be sanitized.
okay, yes, I do too.
Well-
And I'm a little worried about the just regular playing cards. We have a spray sanitizer. It's a very fine mist, but it makes paper roll up. So I don't know what that would do to regular cards, but Dennis, you were gonna say something?
Well, we could also consider asking them to bring some of their own plastic disposable gloves or something like that to wear. rubber
Well,
gloves or whatever?
I think we could supply those rubber gloves. I plan on supplying,
Okay,
the hand sanitizer gloves. I always have non-latex gloves because you never know who's allergic to latex, and then, face masks.
right.
And those are the items that I plan to provide to everybody, if they want them. And then Tasha, from Tri-County also recommended that we, use disposable, dishware until a time where we advance through more of this. So we had considered even just doing meals in automatically in to-go boxes so that you could eat on site, and then a lot of you take it home with you too. So, or it could be thrown away. So we're trying to minimize real dishes, real silverware, and real cups too for a little while, just a little while. It could be another month, but just a little while. And then no self-serve. So maybe we would get Julie and maybe somebody else to come in and serve drinks to everybody, but we don't want everybody going and serving themselves right now. So those were some, I'm sorry, go ahead, Judy.
Would that mean that the people would be served at their table, their meal,
Yes,
as well as what they wanted to drink?
yes. Yeah, we're trying to minimize people getting up and mingling,
Being so close
mixing.
together.
Yeah, because let's just say you and Dennis come together because you're comfortable with each other and you sit at a table. That doesn't mean you want Dana or Dana's germs. Sorry, Dana. It doesn't mean you want, other people to be close in your bubble. So I think there's still an expectation of some people that they'll be able to maintain some distance from each other.
Are we gonna ask them to maintain distance at the tables?
I think my thought is to, and I couldn't remember, and maybe you can help me, if 6 or 8, how many each table holds?
8.
8.
Okay, maybe we put 6 at a table or 5 at a table, like we
Lower it, yeah.
lessen people. I don't want to tell people they can't sit with each other, but I also don't want you all to cram in like a bunch of sardines and potentially expose each other too. So, I guess it's what people want to do, and some people are going to be more comfortable than other people.
Sarah, did you want to say something? Your picture isn't showing, and I don't know if you're unmuted,
She is
Sarah.
unmuted.
I am unmuted, but my picture for some reason isn't showing. Probably not a bad thing.
So did you have a comment? Would you like to share in the discussion?
I guess the biggest concern is people mingling together and like the drinks area and stuff. But if you took and did trays of drinks, tea and punch, and whenever I took it around, Julie could, give it to people as you go, I think is better than mingling.
Yeah, I think serving people is important. Just so it minimizes how many people are touching things. Okay, so what I get out of this is you want to open, when we open, you want to open Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I can support that. I think we can do bingo and playing cards safely. I think we can serve people in a disposable way, and serve them at their table with their drinks and their food. I also think if the weather is nice, we should open up the porch,
Deck.
the deck, because some people are going to really want that outdoor seating. And if I need to get some type of awning or I know we have some umbrellas, but if I need to get some type of shade thing, I will, because I know the sun can be very intense over there. But I think outdoor is going to be key for some people. They're just going to want to be out on the deck. So
I don't know how many, I don't remember how many tables we have out there.
I'm just trying to remember too. And I think we have a total of 10 inside. 8 or 10. And then I can't remember what we have for outside, so I'll have to ask Linda from DPW.
I believe it's 3 patio tables,
3, okay.
Did
3 patio
did the
tables.
table that got broken get replaced?
I didn't know there was a broken one.
When I
Um,
was still there, the wind had taken one table out, and I don't know if
oh,
it
okay,
replaced.
Okay. Then as far as I know, no, it did not get replaced.
2, so 2 or 3, and they hold 4 people?
We have the rectangle one holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The rectangle one holds 6 people.
Okay, so 6 people in one of them, and then maybe 4 and 4 on the other 2.
Possibly, yeah.
So maybe we can do 14 people outside.
That
Okay.
would be really nice, especially if it quit
Yeah.
raining.
Yeah, I say that, and it was terrible today. And then I think it's critical for right now for staff, even though staff is vaccinated, especially for Mary and for Julie, and for whoever our assistant cook will end up being, for them to mask, especially while they're serving the food.
For sure.
You know, hairnets and masks, or hairnets and gloves, of course, per food standards, but I think while they're serving food, that they'll wear that mask as well, because I think that will be helpful. So that's kind of like everything that I've been thinking about. And I'll just get the floors going as quickly as I can. I had really picked out a nice tile, but if I have to compromise a little, I can do that on the sides of it or whatever I need to do, so.
Do you
Um,
want,
Do I understand you said you're going to, when they call for reservation, are we going to be asking them if they want it in-house or a takeout?
I think if we do a full opening, I think at this point, we could do, she would just cook for, let's say, 60 people or 40 people. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna get at first, but if we're gonna go for a full opening, I don't know that we need to take reservations.
Oh, okay.
That was my thought, only if we were doing a drive-through kind of pickup.
Oh,
Do you think we would still need reservations?
I think if you did reservations, you'd have a better idea on how much food to cook, and you wouldn't
Okay.
have overabundance, or you
Yeah.
wouldn't run out.
I
And they
think it's a
can-
good idea as well.
Yeah, and they can certainly take it to go. They don't have to stay, but either way, I think it'll be in a container that they can either sit down that they're gonna sit at a table, or they're gonna get it and take it home. So,
Right.
I think reservations are really important. Nancy, did you
Okay.
have something you wanted to say?
No, not really. I just agree. Reservations would be good.
Okay, thanks, Nancy. And
And
maybe
Welcome.
the
Kathy-
first couple of
Kathy-
weeks, for
Kathy,
sure.
we haven't had a chance to hear from you either. I don't have a picture of you. Do you have anything you want to add to the conversation?
No, but I do believe that reservations would probably be the best option for right now,
Okay,
so that you're not overcooking an amount
Sure.
of food.
and maybe we can work through that the first couple of weeks and get a level of comfort for people. I mean, some people are gonna wanna come back in and sit down, and some people are gonna wanna maybe come get the meal and go home. I don't know that I just don't think everybody's gonna have the same comfort level, but I'm not sure yet, so.
Also, Karen, at one of our meetings, I think it was 2 meetings ago, I don't think you were present. We discussed the price. And
Yes,
said that across the board, it should be the same,
$4,
right? So
perfect.
any outreach that we do,
We will,
needs to be included in there as well.
we will do that,
People aren't surprised if they're a Bath resident that it's gone up 50 cents, or
yes.
if they live outside Bath, they're not surprised that they're paying less. Karen's frozen there.
Yep.
Okay,
Dana had her hand up a little while ago. Did you have
Dana,
anything to add, Dana?
Dana?
I forgot. That's why I put my hand down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sarah?
It's okay. It's me, not you.
Sarah? Sarah, did you have
Yeah.
something you wanted to add, Sarah?
No, I'm pleased with the $4 across the board because everybody's been asking me about, and they see me and they ask me questions still, and I keep telling them I don't work there anymore, but
In their minds, you'll work there forever.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
But I was gonna say, I was pleased with that decision. I think it's critical for the people that we unfortunately lost when the price went up for out of towners, and I think it's still a good price for food. But I think it's important that we level that playing field. I mean, if we really say we welcome everybody, then the price, I think, should be the same for everybody.
Yep.
So thank you for that decision.
We all agree.
Yes.
Just one, this guy I know who lives downtown, his name is Marty. He works
Mhm.
for a farmer down there.
Okay,
Shall I have him call you? Did you find a contractor to put the floor in?
yeah, we did. Yep, we did. It's just the availability of the product. So,
Okay, all right, then I won't have him
Yep.
call.
okay,
All
but
right,
I'll keep that in mind should I need something else.
all right. So the next thing on the agenda, thank you very much, Karen,
You're welcome.
for leading that discussion. The next thing
Oh,
on the,
Dana remembered what she wanted to say.
Oh.
Yes. Is that product available somewhere else like Ohio or Indiana? Because I would drive down and get it. Or is it just flat not available here anywhere?
It's not, it's actually the backup is at the manufacturer.
Okay, all right.
So, I'm gonna see what else I can do to get, something similar, but maybe a different size or maybe just a little bit of a different color, but, I'll see what I can do to make it happen sooner than later.
Okay, but I am willing to drive somewhere to get it. So,
Okay, thank you.
What is it that
Yep.
you're looking at, Karen?
It's a commercial, tile and it is long, like a hardwood floor plank. And it's wide. I can't tell you how wide it is, maybe like 6 or 8 inches wide and like 12 inches long. And it's supposed to be, it's made for situations like the senior center. It is waterproof, so you don't have water getting down in the cracks. Is antimicrobial to an extent, meaning it's not gonna catch, when you're cleaning it, you're gonna clean it and it's not gonna hold germs and yuck in the cracks. And it is supposed to be more of a non-slip for our older people. So
Does it-
I really chose it because it's perfect for the senior center, whether it's the bathrooms, the kitchen, or the dining room. It's really it's a perfect tile for us. So
Well, I
And
think,
it's if no wax, so you don't have to do any of
nope,
that.
we would not have to wax it ever again.
Good, good, good.
Yep.
that could be very similar to what we put in our house.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a name for that stuff?
I can get it if, I think I have your phone number and we can talk about it.
Okay, yes. I do know a place where we got ours
Okay,
and, yeah, somebody that installs it as well. So,
all right, you and I'll touch base then.
okay,
She
sounds
has
good.
one.
okay, so the next thing on the agenda is the discussion of the strategic plan. Did everyone finally get a copy? Dennis, you
I did
never
not.
got your copy?
I did not.
Kathy, did
No,
you?
I didn't get one either.
I didn't either.
No, I did not.
I didn't look. I'm honest.
Okay, so I'm just gonna read the goals as there are 6 goals. I'm just gonna read the goals and then I will make sure that each of you gets a copy of this plan because I think it's important for us to have a strategy moving forward that we all agree on. So right now, I'm just gonna, for tonight, read the goals so you have a chance to think about them. So the first goal is to increase the number of participants at the senior center, with the objective being to increase the number of Bath Township seniors that we serve in 2021-22 and to develop an outreach program to identify Bath Township seniors who could benefit from the center, its services and its activities. I said I was only going to read the goal and that was an objective and I'm going to stop right there because there's lots of objectives. So the first goal is to increase the number of participants at the senior center. Would you all agree with that goal?
Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. The second goal is to encourage the development of comprehensive programs to serve our seniors. Those programs are identified in our survey that we did last year, but so the goal is to encourage the development of comprehensive programs. That would be not just recreation and activities, but that would be health and wellness, and that would be mental health. So comprehensive programs and services at the senior center. Would you agree with that as goal 2?
Yes.
Mhm.
yes.
Yep.
Yes,
So Kathy, did you have something you wanted to say about that one?
no, I said yes, I
Okay.
agree.
All right, so the third goal is to continue to expand the services to our seniors. And that has to do with identifying low-income residents within the township that we can serve with free and free meals. Because we do have a lot of really low-income seniors in the township, and we have to, this goal, I'll read it again, to continue to expand the services that we use to reach our low-income residents in the township, senior residents in the township. Would you agree with that as a goal?
Can we take out the low income portion?
Well,
At
it
the
doesn't
last
say that in the goal. It says, the goal says to continue to expand our services to Bath Township seniors. And the reason Bath Township seniors are specified in there is that we can't provide free meals to someone who lives in Langsberg, but we can provide free meals to people who live in Bath Township. So it says, it says the need for low cost, nutritionally sound meal service and free activities for our seniors is greater than we know. We are committed to serve as many seniors from Bath Township as we can. We have implemented a punch card system for free lunches for those from the township living at or below poverty. We plan to continue to serve these seniors with free lunches and activities, which are free and or affordable. So this goal is specifically targeted to the seniors in Bath Township who are at or below poverty level. Would you agree that we should continue to try to reach those people?
Yes.
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 Sarah?
Yeah, I do, but we could probably change the wording to income based instead of low income.
Yes.
I
yes,
agree.
Good job. Good job.
Yep. And Kathy, did you agree with that one as well?
Yes, I do.
All right. So goal number 4 is to survey our seniors to determine services and programs that they need. Now, just before the pandemic, we did the last survey, but this goal says that we should continue to survey the seniors to continue to get a handle on what they feel their needs are for programs and services. It would have to, maybe it would be something that we do every 18 months or something. Would you agree that we should continue to survey our seniors, Dennis?
I think we should. I do.
Kathy?
Yes,
Dana?
No,
No.
because we don't get a lot of response back. I mean, and it's a pain in the butt to do surveys. And I personally don't do them. But
I think a
mean, 'cause
lot of
we-
people.
that's just my opinion.
But maybe maybe we look at it doing it in a non-traditional way. Maybe we put a survey card on the table once a month and they just check off as they're waiting to be served the things that they're interested in, kind of a feedback kind of card. So it just I think that what the goal is to continue to get input from our seniors as to whether or not we're meeting the needs. Karen?
Well, then what you just said was great without using the word survey.
Okay.
I'm serious. It
Yeah.
makes a difference.
But it could be too.
But
I
I
mean,
can
Brittany
still
could be
vote it.
talking to someone and she could say, you know, do you have needs that aren't being met? You know, like, what is it that you need or that you think you need now in your daily life that's different than before COVID? Because that's the point I was gonna make, as I think this is the perfect time to survey them when they come back. And I don't want to bombard them, but I think
Right.
their lives are different now after a year and a half of
Yes.
COVID. And
But
so if it's verbal, if it's a postcard on the table, and you know, Brittany's been calling and talking to people, but maybe she just makes
Yeah.
5 calls a week and talks to people every week or something
Right.
to talk to them and see what they say.
okay, and I agree with this concept, but just not the word survey, but
Okay,
you know, I'm the only one out of
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay, so
I,
it's a language thing for you. Is that right, Dana?
Yes.
how about information mining? Interrogation, I don't know. We'll find another word for you, Dana.
Okay. Well, you said one already, so, okay.
I'm thinking more personal communication
Yeah,
from
Well,
our new person and just kind of personal with each, you know, you're not going to go directly to each person, but just as you greet people and you meet people, you just talk to them.
Information gathering.
there you
Yes.
go.
there you go.
Yep. Good job.
Good job, Dennis.
Thank you.
You
I'm all
solved-
for that.
You solved Dana's problem.
Yes. No, one of my problems, not all.
Okay, somehow I'm missing a page here, but the next one has to do with the expansion of the senior center and looking at in the future increasing the size of the senior center, which we've increased the people that the number of people that we're serving. So I'm just going to put that on hold for a minute because I don't know where that is. Goal 6 was provide transportation services to the seniors in Bath Township. I personally do not believe any longer that we should be providing transportation to our seniors. So I would vote to delete that as a goal, but that's just me personally. Are there others who feel that we should continue to try to provide transportation to seniors in Bath to the Bath Township to the senior center?
I
I
felt
think
that
that-
it was going to be a very difficult thing for us to achieve, mainly because we would have to come up with drivers and, you know, volunteers and such. And I wasn't sure it was a real feasible thing, even though we voted to look into it. I mean, as far as if we ever had to buy another vehicle or something to use, if the township vehicles weren't available, I think it'd be very difficult to achieve that goal if we left it in there.
Well,
Dana?
and with the COVID stuff going on, the close proximity of people in a vehicle, I don't think is a real good idea either.
True.
Dana?
I think it's a good idea to provide that instead of taking that blue bus where they have to wait for an hour, either at the center or afterwards, but I just think it would be a real nice option for them to hop a van or a bus with us.
I think that Clinton County is providing an alternative to the blue bus right now, which is a better transportation system. They have vans that they're using with people. So maybe we need to modify this a little bit to look at to continue to look at what options are available to seniors for transportation to the senior center.
That would be okay. So that we handed them, here are your options on ways to get here
I like
and
that.
give it to them.
I mean, it might be that there are people who are willing to pick up someone, you know, on
Right.
the way to the
Mhm.
senior center. If we could promote ride sharing, you know,
Okay, yeah,
Right.
maybe we'll just look at this as transportation, but not that we would buy a vehicle, but that we would look at options to provide people who need transportation to the center, a ride to the center.
there you go.
Would you
Okay.
feel better about that?
I
I'd
do,
go for
yes,
that.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I would be fine with that.
Okay, I'll work
see.
on the language for that. All right, so, anything else on the strategic plan? That's really what I wanted to do, is just go over the basic goals, Karen.
It's really important to me, and I agree with your goals. I do think they need quality programs. I do think not everybody wants to sit through them, and I'm okay with that. One of my goals is the quality of what we provide. I want to provide good quality nutritional meals, and I want to provide quality, even if it's just to one person. If they're looking for a resource, I want to make sure they're getting good customer service. So for me, I want to make sure that we don't grow too big that we can't take care of who and what we have. And that doesn't mean I don't want to grow. I just always want to be mindful of, are we doing the right thing for the people that are attending?
Good thoughts, appreciate them. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
I agree. Anyone else have any thoughts on this plan? As I'll put something together for us all to look at the next time as well.
I'm okay with it.
Sarah?
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
All right. Nancy?
Too, I'm okay.
Kathy?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, Dennis, you're all right with this for moving
Yep.
forward? This is just a draft. This is nothing set in stone. This is just a draft. Okay, so superintendent's report and trustees report.
So over the last couple of meetings, there's really two things I think that may be of interest to you. We signed road contracts, so we will be improving roads, and that's something that I can send that list out to all of you if you're interested in that. We're trying to maintain what we've put in the last few years and keep like Park Lake Road good. It needs to be chip sealed, and doing some other work to make sure our roads in Bath are good. We dissolved the DDA. The Board of Trustees decided to dissolve the DDA. So that money is being currently will be distributed back to LCC and the Township. And the Township's money will be put aside for a CIP project that is in the Downtown Development District. Yes, ma'am.
Did they take the final vote on that? I thought it was Monday.
They did. It was Monday. It was this past Monday.
All right,
Yep, it was this past Monday. And then, as Judy knows, as Friends of Park Lake, we're currently experiencing a problem with E. coli in the lake. And we're working very closely with the health department and most likely the state DNR. We're meeting with the health department tomorrow, but have a good indication that it's probably the geese in the lake that are contributing to this problem. And we're going to continue to test and try to get verification of that. But we need to improve that situation because currently our beach at Park Lake is closed. So we want that to be safe for anybody that's recreating there, whether that's fishing or swimming or boating or whatever they're doing. We want it to be safe for them. So we'll continue efforts to make sure that that's a safe lake. I can tell you from working with the health department that we have a highly thought of lake in terms of how we take care of it. The health department commended us on our work with the invasive species and the quality of the water in the rest of the lake, and really complimented us to Judy and to the Park Lake Advisory Group and Friends of Park Lake for really loving and taking care of our lake. So kudos to you, Judy, and that entire group.
it's teamwork.
It is teamwork.
We do it
Yeah.
together. We all
Yeah,
do it together.
I know you do. So, but you got huge compliments from the health department. So,
Well, I work very closely with them, or we do, on
Yeah.
a lot of different
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great that we brought that E. coli testing here. I think that was
Yes.
very important.
Yes.
Ben, it's time for public comments. Do you have any public comments, Ben?
Well, the only thing I can say is there are 8 tables in the senior center now, and they are 6 foot in diameter. I do know that.
Perfect. Thank you, Ben.
So if you try to set 5 or 6 people around the table, you're going to be outside of that 6 foot distancing that you're talking about. But other than
We-
that, I don't have a whole lot to say. I just like to see it get back to normal. Thank you.
Yeah,
There is room to set up 10 tables there. We have had 10 tables set up before.
yeah. And we'll work with that certainly as we, and if Ben's table wants to have 6 or 8 people sit at it, that's Ben's table's prerogative, but other tables may not want to be as close together as that. So we will certainly work with people to help them be comfortable.
Karen, could I just ask you to call on any of us for the opening? If you
Yes.
need to help register, if you need us to help
Yes.
take temperatures, if you need us to help pass out
Mhm.
masks or whatever you need for the opening, please feel free to call on us. We are all happy to help you.
That's wonderful. And the ladies are currently, I say ladies, Mary and Brittany are currently working on the reopening plan to keep people safe and to sanitize. And so when we begin to circulate that, we'll certainly want to see where the rules where you think you can assist us, which may be in handing out PPE, or, spraying cards. It could be just to sanitize the cards. So
Right,
we
great.
certainly will reach out for help and get your input on that.
Thank you very much. Do
Thank
any
you.
of the members have any final comments? I'm going to call on you one at a time because I can't see many pictures. Dennis?
No. Yes. One of the things, well, actually, I got a couple of things. One is Dana had gotten flowers to Larry Eyer, E-Y-E-R. He had been coming regularly until when his wife passed, he wasn't coming quite as regularly, and he had moved, but we had given him flowers. Dana got him flowers. His daughter was very appreciative. She said he
Aw.
really loved it. He is now hospice at home,
Oh, okay.
so they don't expect him to live too much longer. He's just gone downhill in the past 6 months or so. But the flowers were greatly appreciated. There's several of us that have been trying to visit him, but his daughter said that he just isn't up to having visitors.
Oh,
So
okay.
she did let me in and I was able to say hi to him and he looked good,
Did he?
and he said
Good,
he had felt
good.
better than he had in a while. So, but it was a
Well,
nice little
my neighbor
5-minute
Ann,
visit.
oh, good. My neighbor Ann talked to his daughter recently and she said he's lost a whole lot more weight.
Okay.
So, and that they're actually doing hospice now at home. So,
Thank
Okay.
you for
the
sharing.
other thing I wanted to mention was, if we could put up, I think we used to have a cork board.
Mhm.
And if we could just at least put the cork board up and put names of people that have passed on it.
Oh, no,
if we want to do,
I found a memorial board that I liked.
oh, you did? Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say
Yep.
we could do that later, but okay, if you
Nope,
found
nope.
something, then.
I found something that I liked. What I would need, and I was gonna wait till the end, so I didn't interrupt everybody with their comments, was I am gonna need help with the names of those that have passed away or whatever articles or pictures or whatever people are gonna wanna put in there, so.
Okay,
Because I'm not aware of everyone that we've lost. Quite a
Right.
few, but I'm not aware of everybody.
that
so.
would be hard, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if
That's all
you
I
have
had.
People that you know of, would you share them with Karen, please?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Anything else, Dennis?
that's all I had.
Dana?
Are we gonna choose a date for opening? With at least 2-week notice for the food people and the floor?
Yeah. So what are you all thinking? And we'll go from there.
Well, how
I
long till the
don't think
floor
it should be the 1st of July. I think it should be after the
Yeah.
July 4th weekend. I mean, that's a busy time for everyone. So I would say more like mid-July at the earliest.
Isn't
Wait,
that
you
kind
want-
of soon?
Is that
I-
too soon? I don't know.
If honestly, I know that this will make you all cringe because I know you all would love to be there right now. If I could go with the beginning of August, August 2nd, I think that we would be solid and ready to go. And that we could begin our promotion of it's coming, you know, that it's coming. The last kind of full 2 weeks of July. But I don't know how you feel about that.
I think that makes sense considering we don't even have the flooring material yet.
Yeah, but flooring aside though, I don't know how, I mean, there's still a lot to do. There's inventory and food, and I think Mary has a menu ready to go, but you know, there's still a lot.
Well, I think
Well, and it-
if we set the date, August 2nd, we can start taking reservations, you know, I
Okay.
mean, what do other people think?
Well, I
I'm
think
okay.
if
with
you-
August
if you-
2nd.
I think August 2nd is good, because if you go for the second, third week of July, and then you have to let everybody know, nope, we're not gonna do it. They get frustrated and everybody else gets frustrated. So this just gives you a chance to get everything set and ready to go.
And there actually is a lot to
Yeah.
prepare. So yeah, definitely August then.
Okay,
Nancy?
I
Yeah.
agree. I've had many, many people ask me about the reopening. And I thought it was going to be in June, you know,
Yeah.
for what I had been told earlier on. And now June is come and gone and it's like July. Well, I don't know, folks, you know?
so if we
Then
say
I-
August 2nd,
It's for sure.
August 2nd.
And if we have to, we'll all come in and help cook and serve people. I'm
There you
sure.
go.
You up
Yeah.
on that, Dana?
Yeah.
Maybe back from Arizona or wherever you run to.
Well, I'm going to be in town August 2nd,
Okay.
first, second. So,
All right,
Sarah, do you have a
Okay.
comment?
I'm looking forward to it opening back up. I'm not sure I'll be able to utilize it a whole lot because my mom is living with me now, but she's in Hazel Findlay right now. About a month ago, she had a seizure
Oh,
and ended up in the hospital, and we lost all of the progress that she made from physical therapy. So she's in Hazel Findlay right now, and she can be there up to 100 days. So if we open up on August 2nd and she's still up there, I may be able to slide up and enjoy it for a couple days.
okay,
Great, well, good luck with that, and
yeah, I'm sorry
all
about
the
that,
best for
Sarah.
you and your mom. Kathy, what about you? Do you have any comments, final comments on tonight's meeting?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right. I did forget to approve the minutes. Kathy did send to us the last minutes. Did everyone have a chance to read those minutes? Taylor sent them out to us. Are there any additions or corrections?
no,
I call for the approval of last month's meeting. All those minutes, all those in favor say aye.
I-
I,
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank
We will be meeting. Karen, final comments?
No, but thank you.
We will be meeting the fourth Thursday in July, which will be just before our opening. What is the fourth Thursday, Karen? You're looking at a calendar.
It is July 22nd.
July 22nd. I'll send reminders out to all of you. And have a great month. And Karen, let us know if we can do anything to help you.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone.
Appreciate your time
Yep.
tonight.
So August 2nd,
Yes, August 2nd.
Okay,
August 2nd. Yay.
We'll be passing the word.
Do
All
it.
right.
okay.
Bye, meeting adjourned.
Bye.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 I.